Peace, peace. What's up, guys? There's one thing about Twitter is that there's a lot of bots and a lot of paid agents on X. Because before Elon Musk bought X, back when it was Twitter, of course he had a lot of bots, but I could tell that now it's not as bad as it was like before Elon purchased the company. But when you guys get a chance, this is just my X page, Twitter page, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just pretty much like surfing X because, to be honest with you, I love X, but it's a cesspool. X is a cesspool of radicals, crazy people who don't have a life, people who don't have a job. And what's interesting was that yesterday I shared ABL's Anthony Brian Logan's tweet about Kamala Harris. Of course, she's not giving interviews. She's supposed to have her first interview on Thursday, which is tomorrow, which is going to be right now. It's August 28th, so she's going to have her first interview on CNN on August 29th. And everybody is pointing out that she's not going to do the interview by herself. She's not going to do it by herself. She got the help of her running mate, Tim Walls. He's going to be there holding her hand, and I'm assuming he's probably more versed in politics than she is. So that's probably why she got him there sitting next to her for the interview on CNN, which doesn't make any sense because just like a lot of people have been saying, CNN that's friendly territory. Even if she does it by herself, they're gonna give her softball questions. They're not gonna grill her, nothing like that. So it doesn't make any sense why she's not gonna do the interview by herself, like what regular presidential candidates do. And so it's gonna be interesting, and it's not gonna be a live interview. It's gonna be pre-recorded. So by the time you see this video, they probably already had an interview by that time, and I'm sure there's gonna be like a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of streamers, a lot of content creators, a lot of people on Rumble and other websites and other places where they're gonna like do a commentary on it or what have you, right? So, but what's interesting is that when I retweeted his tweet, somebody shared it. I guess I hit some kind of algorithm, and he hit. I have all these white liberal women tagging me on X because this is one of them. They're all paid shills, trying to defend Kamala. They're trying to defend the Democrat Party, and it was interesting. This is like an interesting response because I accused one lady on X that she was a bot, and she replied, "I'm not a bot, and the closest I come to being on the DNC payroll is membership in the Democratic Women of South Orange County, and they're on my payroll with my dues. So whoever this random white lady responded to me, she's like high ranking in the Democrat Party in California. I guess is South Orange County. So I'm assuming she's from California, and because I said, oh, he probably on the DC payroll, and it turns out that she got other people on payroll. So she's one of the big wigs in the Democrat Party, I guess. And I responded to her, "Oh, I see you're a high-ranking member of the non-theistic secular cult, which is pretty much what liberalism is, pretty much, is in this day and time." So I triggered a lot of people, and let me see. I got to respond. I got a response back. Let me see. I don't know if you responded back to me. Let me see. Yeah, this was a random video, guys. It's non-scripted. I just pretty much like doing this as I go along. So it's been a while since I've done like a video doing commentary on Twitter. So, and plus with the political climate, it's a chaotic, of course. So we all know what happened to Trump I think it was like last month. Yeah, back in July, which was a crazy month. He survived an attempt on his life, and of course, Joe Biden dropped out the race, and Kamala Harris, she's now running as the main candidate for the Democrat Party. It's not loading up. We go ahead and just go over to the homepage. And of course, before he dropped out, of course, he had a debate between Trump and Joe Biden. And Joe Biden lost the debate because it pretty much showed the world that his cognitive decline has gotten worse. Uh, so, so he had no choice but to drop out. Now Kamala Harris is taking over his spot. Let me see what's going on with Miss Candace Owens. Cause Candace Owens, man, she been on fire. She's one thing about Candace Owens. Uh, let me see. She's been like on fire lately, you know. And for a long time, I was kind of like suspicious of her, but now it's kind of like, like she on the podcast, she been going in, boy. And of course, she talks about them boys. I'm not gonna say who. Of course, you know who I'm talking about. And but on podcast, she be going in like on going into like stuff I don't sound this video because I might get flagged. But she's like she been doing a lot of very controversial takes as of late. You know what I'm saying? And there's some things about Candace Owens I disagree with, but mostly I agree with her. But one thing I kind of that kind of pisses me off. I won't say pisses me off, but one thing that really like irks me. Even David Icke responded to Candace Owens about the same thing. What I'm about to say is that a lot of these groypers, a lot of these people on the far right. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them. One one thing that they do is they promote. I won't say they promote, but they are Catholics. They practice Catholicism as their faith, right? Which is nothing wrong with that. We have freedom of religion. You can be a Christian, you can be a Protestant, Catholic, whatever, right? No problem with it. But my thing is like um, the P word. It's a four-letter word. You can't call out the P with without also acknowledging the historical fact that the Catholic Church with the Catholic priests have been doing the same thing for centuries. You know what I'm saying? So Candace Owens, I mean, I applaud her. I applaud Candace Owens for like pointing out the P epidemic. You know, I'll spell it backwards. E Oh, excuse me, my bad. ODEP. But you also gotta call out your own people, your own church, for doing the exact same thing. Okay, let me see what. Okay, there's another. Okay, David Icke's been like going back and forth with Candace Owens a lot, and David Icke, he really needs. I love one thing I like about David Icke. He attacks the alternative media as well. Because one thing about a lot of people in the alternative media, people like Alex Jones, people like Tucker Carlson, Crowder, Candace Owens, of course. I mean, Tim Pool, all those guys. They do a great job, but what David Icke is pointing out is that they're still like under. I wouldn't say they're under control, but they're under the control of. How can I articulate it? They're not really telling the whole truth, And David Icke has been very critical of Elon Musk, while like a lot of people on the right, even though they might be sincere, saying they go on they go on this blind bandwagon, like you know, Trump can't do any wrong, Elon Musk can't do any wrong, or whatever. And David Icke's pointed out, hey, there's some stuff that you got to call out that you guys are doing that's wrong as well, and you know what I'm saying, and they always try to shut out David Icke, what I'm saying, because David Icke he really needs to like go on interviews more, get his point across. You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing I like about David Icke, he critiques the left and the right. You know what I'm saying? And let me see what he's saying about Candace Owens right here. Okay, who are they? I remember like last week, David Icke and Candace Owens were going like hard back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And they were talking about like trying to talk out of like a plan where have it like they're gonna have some kind of interview. So I don't know how that's gonna turn out. But let me see what's going on with Kamala's page. Let me see what she's talking about. Harris and Walls. And let me see. Of course, they call like Ted Walls tampon walls because he's the one that like in the state he was governor of. He decided to put like tampons in boys' restrooms, and that's how he got his name, tampon walls. And one thing that people are not really pointing out about Kamala, of course, we know that she's not African American. She's not an FBA, quote unquote, you know, because her mother's like pure blood East Indian. Her dad is Jamaican, who's of mixed race. So she has some black in her. Don't get me wrong. Kamala does have a little black in her from her dad's side, but I think what Judge Joe Brown said, he's a mixed race himself. He got some black in him, but he's like Irish, and I think he got some Indian in his blood as well, or something like that. So maybe Kamala, she might be like a quarter black or something. I don't know. I don't know. But one thing that's interesting is that she really can't really identify with the black community because she never really think about her. She got an Indian upbringing. I believe that she used to go to India all the time, see her Indian family. She lived in Canada for a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Then she moved back to America. And, of course, she married a white man. And she got a white family and things of that nature. And she always promoted herself as being like the first Asian, attorney general, something, whatever her position was. You know what I'm saying? And and she kind of like goes back and forth between Indian and black. Of course, she went to like a black college. She pledged sorority, a black sorority, and things like stuff like that. But what's interesting is that you know, and people like Tariq Nasheed and them, they're right that she's not really. I'm really against the whole FBA thing, but technically, she's not really a fundamental Black American, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And and uh, and also, she's not as articulate. She doesn't know a lot about politics. That's why she's hiding from the media. You know what I'm saying? And let me go back to my page. Because even the liberals are like criticizing the fact or pointing out the fact that she's dodging the media. Because this is from the Young Turks, Singer Uger. He was like, I understand why Kamala Harris was doing interviews before. She was getting her policy proposals hammered out behind the scenes before the convention, but now there are no more excuses. She needs to do interviews, a lot of them. We're picking a president here. That's important. So pretty much, they're pretty much like, hey, you're the president. You're running for president. You know, so if you're running for president, part of the job is like talk to the press, talk to the media, and she really hasn't really been talking to the media at all, really. Maybe like one or two times. Of course, she did a speech at the DNC. You know what I'm saying, where she brought her family up on stage and all that kind of stuff, and also she did some kind of like pre-recorded video with Tim Walls. They're like sitting at the table, joking around back and forth or whatever. Asking each other like softball questions or whatever. And but she really hasn't been talking to the press that much, which doesn't make sense because if you go on CNN, so they will ask her softball questions anyway. So why is she hiding from the media? Even if she don't want to talk to the media, you can go on like CNN, you can go on MSNBC. Saying they got you know, they're gonna put their kid gloves on and they're not gonna like grill you. You know what I'm saying? So but one thing I'm really looking forward to is the debate that's coming up. I believe the debate between Trump and Kamala is going to be on September 10th. Let me see. I think he posted it up here somewhere. There it is. Yep. It means the breaking news. President Trump announced that on September 10th, debate on fake news ABC has been confirmed with the same rules as the previous CNN debate between Trump and Biden. Candidates will stand muted mics in no audience. Negotiations on a possible third debate are ongoing. Now, this is a Trump post from Truth Social, which is funny because he was calling Kamala Harris Comrade Harris, like she, radical left Democrat. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to the debate. And I made a joke on Facebook. I was saying that how Kamala Harris is preparing for the debate is that she's watching YouTube videos about politics 101. She's getting books, Idiot's Guide to Politics and Geopolitics for Dummies to brush up on the debate. She's taking like a she's taking like a 12th grade geography class so she can memorize the capitals of countries and shit. Yeah, what's the capital of Iran? Make sure you got that memorized. Look, she got a map out, memorize the map, look at the map and point out the capital. You know what I'm saying? What's the capital of Ukraine? Who's the president of Ukraine? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get the names and places and dates memorized and shit, for the debate. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She probably got like a sixth grade social studies book and shit. you know, she gotta put out the Constitution, the Bill of Rights and shit, and memorize that. You know what I'm saying? She put like an elementary school book and shit about your Bill of Rights, third grade level. You know what I'm saying? She probably read it and get the basics down. You know what I'm saying? So she prepare to debate Trump. But anyway, but like I said, like I said, this is like a random video. I told you guys I don't really like doing like current event videos because when I do a video like this, it's gonna be dated. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how YouTubers do that. I guess they what I'm saying? I prefer doing videos where like you can watch it like 5 years later and still relevant. And but like I said, I'm just so much stuff going on in politics. I told you guys I was staying away from political videos. But like I said, I'm just trying to like um I won't say trying, but like I said, this what's on my mind right now. What's on my mind right now is just politics because it's just crazy. Twitter's crazy. Um, the media's crazy. Everything's crazy. Uh, liberals are crazy. Democrats are crazy. Groypers are crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, right wingers are crazy. Far right are crazy. So they make good points here and there. The right makes good extra points here and there. But you know what I'm saying? But it's like it comes down to like X. I like the people I like to follow. I love going on Rolo's page. Rolo Tomasi, the Godfather of the Red Pill. I still stand with Rolo. I don't care what people say. I love Rolo Tomasi. He's one of my favorite authors. One of my favorite people. One of my favorite people I keep up with. And he be going he be going in on certain people. Going in on Steve Crowder's ex-wife, and I love Ryan Stone. Ryan Stone is badass. I like him, and I still want to buy his books. I still haven't got around to it yet. He wrote 2 books already about proxyology. The first one, what I'm saying, and dealing with like red pill concepts and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying. So he'd be going in on some crazy stuff. Of course, Rational Male, his most popular book. And let me see. Let's see what he's talking about. Oh, going in on Matt Walsh. You know what I'm saying? And let's see what Myron is talking about. Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit. I like following him. Yeah, Myron Gaines been going in, boy. Yeah, I like Myron. He be go Myron, man. The last couple of shows, last couple of live streams he had, he be going in hard, bro. Yeah, he be touching something crazy because the debate he had with, I won't say debate, but he moderated a debate with Andrew Wilson and this communist guy, and it was a really really good debate. I think his name was like Has Aladdin, I believe. I never heard of this guy. I never heard of this guy. He's a communist guy, but he made some excellent points as well. And even though I'm not a communist, Has he made some he kept Has came prepared. I gotta give it to even as he's a communist. You know what I'm saying? He was dropping he was dropping some gems. And there's like a clip. You said this might have like is this a clip of it or? Let me see how long is okay. That's like the whole debate. That's Andrew Wilson, and that's the communist guy has Aladdin. I'm a big fan of Andrew Wilson. He's a Christian guy, Orthodox Christian, and he's like one of the very few Christians who I really admire and respect because he's an excellent debater. He's not afraid of a confrontation. He'll debate anybody, anywhere, anytime. and he's very red pill aware. He doesn't necessarily consider himself a red pill, but he respects it. He understands it. So I gotta give him respect for that. And let me see. That was a Nick Cannon. Oh yeah, I saw that. But anyway, like Myron Gaines, he be dropping some gems. Yeah, but anyway, guys, I just like I said, this was like a random video. I know I haven't posted any time this month. So, but like I said, if we get a chance, follow me on my X page. Twitter X, whatever you want to call it. Follow me on here. Check out my shirts. Survival of the fittest is still in effect. No matter what happens, even though we might live in a society where we get modern conveniences and stuff like that, but anything can go down. If everything collapses, survival of the fittest is still in effect. But that's all I got to say for that. If you want to comment below, like the video, share the video. If you disagree, put in the comments below. Dislike the video, and you guys take it easy. All right, peace.